So Sean and I are here to do what we like to call, what do we call this?
We call this Sean and Sierra After Dark.
Sean and Sierra After Dark. So basically what we're going to be doing, the kids are both asleep for the night. Sean and I just have a little bit of something to nibble on, a little bit of something to sip on. And we're going to be playing a relationship card game. We thought we'd bring you guys along for one of our more intimate date nights. So we usually like to do date nights in the house, out the house. You know, it doesn't matter. So let us know down below. I know a few of you guys have commented about seeing more of our date nights, but let us know down below if you're interested in us making this kind of like a little series where we show you guys kind of some of our dates. And this will be separate from our family content that we do for the most part, because we do like to still do date nights and fun stuff like that. So yeah, drop down below and let us know how you guys like this video. But we're just gonna go ahead and hop right in. So
Right, I'm excited.
I'm excited too. I'm gonna see how we like it. We do have several of the card games that we like to play over on our Amazon storefront, so you can, you know, check over there. Pick a category, Sean.
Let me see.
And then we'll start the questions.
Let's go with, how about spiritual connection?
Spiritual connection.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. I think I'm going to go with emotional connection. So let's see how we like that.
Alright, but I would like to propose a toast first, baby. So,
Okay.
I perfectly poured these. Awesome. So, here is to amazing life partner and best friend. It really is a blessing, honestly, to be, you know, married to you, and then to have you as the mother of my children on top of everything. You know, I really couldn't thank you enough for everything you do. You are amazing. You are incredible. You are such a loving and caring woman. And, you know, I think a man like myself should consider himself very lucky to be able to have a date night with you. So, here is to our late night with Sean and Sierra.
Late night, date night.
Let's do it. Fairly straightforward.
Okay.
What is your favorite spiritual book?
The Bible.
What is your favorite spiritual movie?
The Passion of the Christ.
It's a good one. And now it says we should plan to read the book or watch the movie together.
Okay. Yeah.
That'd be fun. Yeah.
How can we increase our emotional closeness?
How can we increase our emotional closeness? Well, I mean, I think this is a good start. We can make the most out of any given situation. So it's like, even if we might be going to bed, we could plan on, like, you know, what that was right there. We could be like, hey, let's like watch a movie together, or maybe we just have a deep conversation about like what our goals are or something, or, you know, just kind of connect, talk. I think, you know, that's also a very important aspect of emotional communication, connection. You know, just being an open book. What about you?
Yes, I agree. Communication. Making sure that communication is always there, whether it's sharing a positive emotion or negative emotion, whatever it may be. Keeping that openness. Like you said, taking advantage of opportunities whenever they may arise. And just remaining, you know, grateful and remembering, you know, kind of
what made us to begin with.
Yeah. Alright. So that was fun. I feel like we got some good talk out of there. And let's see. Would you like to stick with your deck that you have, or would you like to try a different topic?
I'll find a different one.
Okay. Here's a question for you. If you had 1 hour of distraction-free time to share with me every day, how would you spend it? No work stuff, no phone, no TV, just you and me.
Honestly, I think if we took everything out of the equation, I think some relaxing time at the beach, like some one-on-one time there would be awesome.
So you'd like to go to the beach for an hour each day?
Or, you know, just like it doesn't have to be to the beach. It could be like a park or some nice change of scenery, like we're doing right now, pretty
Yeah,
much.
exactly. If we could watch the story of our relationship as a movie, what would inspire us about it?
I think, well, there's quite a bit of it, to be honest. I think we had a lot of those like moments that were just like really, I mean, it was almost like, you know, written in a book or in a action, not an action movie, but it was like almost in a movie. So like I remember like coming across campus with a full bouquet of flowers and like presenting them to you, like at the college campus and like dining hall and everything.
Yeah.
And we had a lot of like really fun like date nights and stuff. Even like if it was my suggestion on the movie night that night and it did not go well, we had a laugh from it. And it was still like a successful like date night. It was never like, oh, that was this terrible date night. This date night's ruined. No, we still enjoyed the moment.
Yeah, we always try to make the best of our date nights, even if, like Sean says, we decide to go see a movie and it's a bust. We still try to turn it into, you know, a positive experience as much as we can.
And pre-2020,
yeah,
our like traveling was like just really kicking off.
Yeah.
From what we got to do, I think we did pretty good.
Yeah.
Considering the short amount of time we get. You know, I'd come back from like, man, there's a lot of stuff coming from that too, like deployments. We would stay in contact.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, even while I was in both, you know, Afghanistan and Iraq, we found ways to like talk to each other back and forth. She would get me these awesome care packages. But like, let me stop hogging it. What are your thoughts?
Okay, so if I got to see our love story as a movie, what do I think would be focused on? I feel like our love story as a movie would be very romantic, because it would be like the typical all-American like young couple falls in love. He goes off to the war, you know, to the military, and she stays home waiting for him, and you know, everything that came after that, like you said, the care packages, the deployments, just like basically growing up together. We've been together so long. I feel like we've literally grown up together. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. So that's, I feel like, would be like another high point in the movie, because they'd be like, you know, from tots to parents type stuff. But there would be there's a lot of content in our love story. And, you know, I've written our love story once before, and it was featured on Love What Matters. They put it on, like, their website, their Facebook, Instagram, all of that. So if anybody hasn't read it, I'll, you know, maybe link it down below. But we've been thinking that it might be fun for Sean to write our love story from his point of view, because it's from my point of view, like staying behind as he left and, you know, all of that. But I thought it would be interesting to read it from his point of view as like the one leaving me behind, and how things were, you know, being away from home, being away from people that he loved, and all of that good stuff. So one day he may sit down and write that for us.
Yeah.
You know?
I think that'd be interesting too.
I think it would be.
Because we had like your feminine
touch,
you know, your highly emotional like reaction, like how you dealt with it, how you you know, became stronger. As for me, it was, you know, it's very emotional too. But at the time it was more so like, I gotta do what I gotta do. And you know, I never was trying to, like, you know, I guess as a man you try to always be positive, be like, don't worry, I'll be back before you know it, I'll be fine. You know, you try to be like reassuring about it. And I mean, deep down I always wanted to be back home too, because nobody really wants to be over there. We're being honest, but you know, it made us stronger. I think it helped me push through a lot of hard times, and you know, it still helps me push through, you know, it today. So
awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, that brings us to this next question. Recall a time when you felt you were about to give up, but your partner encouraged you to keep trying and helped you experience success.
You know, there's a lot of those moments, to be honest with you. So it's like, it's true what they say, behind every successful man is a great woman. Well, you're not even real, that's outdated version. Beside every successful man.
Not Sean trying not to get canceled, y'all.
Yeah. Please don't cancel. Beside, every great man is a even better woman. There we go.
What did you appreciate about my personality when we first met?
Okay, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. When we first met, I was a little intimidated by you.
What?
Yes, that's right. Really attractive woman such as yourself, and you know, you were a bit above your age, if that makes sense. As in, you weren't about the nonsense.
Mm-hmm.
And
I think I told you that up front.
yeah, so basically, like, I had never, like, dealt with, like, a mature woman before. This woman that was, like, about your business, you knew what you wanted, and...
Period.
Yeah, and, you know, whenever we were at work, you were there just to, like, work, you clock out and leave.
Yes.
Like, you weren't like the other, you know, associates, because literally everybody else was, like, crazy kids, you know. But, you know, you were the sophisticated, very refined.
That's why you slid in my DMs.
That's why I slid in the DMs, yeah. And I was just like, hey, you met anybody yet? That's crazy. You know, I'm looking for the right person. You know, maybe one day, and we slid, you know, some, like, really, you know, corny songs back and forth. I just haven't met you.
I thought I was really helping out a friend. The whole time he was plotting.
I was plotting.
Watch out for those friends.
Mm-hmm. Ain't no such thing as a friend. So that's how I felt. What about you to me?
Your personality. I guess I'll say your boldness to go after what you wanted. Because when we were in your car riding home from that date and you, like, tried to play thumb war and then held my hand, I'm like, oh, he's bold, you know, like, okay. It wasn't in, like, a disrespectful way, but it was like, this is what I'm putting down if you want to pick it up, you know. And so I was like, okay, I thought we were hanging out as friends. But I like that you were, like, you know, in a different, I guess, in the same sense you said me, I was about the business. I was there to get stuff done, clock out, go home. I wasn't really for don't get me wrong, I would participate in activities and, you know, associate with coworkers, but I wasn't, like, all of that, like, super after work, going over here, going over there, going out here. I wasn't doing all of that. I was in nursing school, you know, working a little job, just focusing on what I had to focus on. I had seen Sean. He had this crazy hair.
You know, I had some crazy hair. I low-key kind of wish I had it again.
I was like, what in the world? He had, like, this massive, just, like, side, like you said, the Bieber hair back then. And I was just like...
It was all the rage in the 2010s.
But yeah, I liked that you kind of went after what you wanted. I liked that you know, were willing to, you knew what you were going after, and you were willing to be your best self in order to get what you felt like you wanted. You know what I mean? Like he said, I was very upfront. I'm not gonna, you know, I'm not trying to waste my time or yours. I'm not gonna take this, that, this, that, this. And he was just like, sounds perfect. And I was like, okay, well, you know, and I think that's just when a guy makes up his mind if he's like, this is what I want. So, you know.
How do you want to grow as parents over the next 10 years?
How?
Well, so I think that I would like to grow as parents, as in like, goodness, we're already at a really good pace right now. Like, we're fun, we encourage imagination, education.
Sean said we're fun. We're not regular parents.
We're cool parents. I mean, all I'm saying is we encourage playtime, education, physical activity. We have our kids bonding, brother and sister. You know, we don't try to like, oh, you're, you know, supposed to do this and you're supposed to do your own thing. We encourage, like, it's so adorable how Liam and Ava interact with each other. Like, that's very special. You know, seeing them already have that special sibling bond is great.
Yeah.
I say as long as we keep doing what we're doing, and you know, ultimately prayer. You know, I think honestly we're on the right track.
Yeah, I'd say we're doing pretty good as well. I'd like to grow in parenting by continuing to, you know, do the things that make our kids smile while, you know, teaching them, but also being like that safe space for them where they feel like they can, you know, tell us whatever or talk to us about anything they need to talk to us about, but also understanding that we are mom and dad. I feel like just kind of guiding them, but allowing them to find their own way is, you know, what we're trying to do. Like Sean said, we don't really too much push against, you know, if you show mommy that you like to draw, okay, cool, I'm gonna get you everything that you need to have fun drawing. I'm not gonna say no, you're gonna do this because this is what mommy likes to do. You know, we just kind of try to encourage individuality, and you know, we instill in them values and respect, and we do teach them about Jesus and about our religion because we do want to instill that in them. So that is something that's very important to us, and I feel like I would love to see them grow more in that also. You know, just trying to continue to raise great kids, and I feel like they're great kids, and you know, we pray for guidance in raising our children, and I don't really know any other way to do it.
I think I also look at this question as like, in 10 years, our kids are watching this. How would they respond?
Hi, Liam. Hi, Ava Grace.
Yeah. Hi, kids. So how would they feel like we have done so far as parents?
I think they say we've done pretty good. I think so. What do you guys think? Come let mom and daddy know.
I am curious though. 10 years from now.
10 years from now, they'll be, you know, getting toward that tween age.
You know, ultimately, I want them to say, you know, but Dad always had her back. Yeah. Like, our personalities like mesh really well.
Yeah. If we're watching a medical drama, Sean thinks it's hilarious because I'm like, oh my goodness, that oxygen is connected to nothing. That IV is not even in her vein. You know, like. It's just funny. Like, I don't do that when I'm watching with, you know, everyone, because obviously you don't want to ruin it for people. But Sean and I make kind of a joke out of it, like pointing out the stuff that's just impossible.
Right.
And he does the same thing when we're watching like military dramas. He's like, oh my goodness, he literally would have like blown himself up if this was real. You know?
He just saluted with his left hand. Well, that's just yeah.
So. It's pretty fun to do that. And yeah, I guess we do get a lot of laughs when we do stuff like that. Finish this sentence.
Okay.
I will realize my potential if I can be like you in the way that you...
I would realize my potential if I could be like you in the way that you are very disciplined.
Okay.
Yeah, you got laser sharp focus. For sure. Like, I think if I had that focus, that discipline, I think course, as a mom, you are always checking on the kids, always making sure that baby girl, baby boy are like tip-top shape, happy, healthy. Little babies, always doing what needs to be done for them. So, you know, I think super mom over here.
For you, I would say your bravery, because after a certain time, I'm not going outside in the dark. I don't care where I am. After a certain hour, I'm just not doing it. But you have not only gone outside, you slept out there for days on end. So I feel like, you know, it takes some courage, and you know, everybody can't do it, which is why everybody doesn't do it. This is a good one.
Okay, I'm curious.
All right. What can I say or do when I apologize that will make your heart melt and instantly forgive me?
Literally what you're doing right now.
Like, sorry. Or like Ava Grace, oops, sorry.
What am I supposed to do? Be mad? You know, it's hard to stay. It's hard to be mad, period. It's not staying mad, it's just being mad.
What is the most meaningful thing that I ever said to you?
I do.
Nice. Nice one. Would have to go with the same. I think the vows that you shared. Your vows, yeah. And then like from that day to this one, kind of keeping your vows. Yeah.
What facial feature do you find most appealing? Let me stop making a goofy face real quick.
You're like, this area of your face is my favorite. How like your eyebrows and then your nose. Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah, that's always been my favorite part of your face.
I like how the corners of your smile kind of do this cute little curl at the end. It's like right there. It's like these little dimples.
Lamret has that.
They're adorable. But I always loved that. It was just like, oh, that's so cute.
Thank you.
What's not to love about her face, though? Relive your thoughts and feelings right now for when you said I love you to your partner for the very first time.
Oh, jeez. Let's see. I remember we were like hanging out, and you said that you loved me. I was surprised because I don't think we had been together that long. I was just like, oh, wow, well, I love you too. So it was pretty much kind of like, you know, things have been going great. It was just felt like it.
Yeah, it was kind of, I guess, like you said, you know, we hit that really fast.
Yeah.
It is funny if I think about it from the beginning of our relationship when I was like, hey.
He was so nervous, y'all. Crazy.
And you're like, oh my god, just spit it out.
I really was. We were hanging out, and he was being weird. I said, do you need to like leave or something?
I was like, no,
he was
no,
like,
no.
I just got my, I said, what's wrong with you?
Yep. And I was just like, okay, do you want to be my girlfriend?
Almost said no. Rainy, stormy night. Yeah, and we were hanging out, and he asked me to be his girlfriend after much struggle, and I laughed and said yeah.
What is the one thing that I can do tomorrow to make your day lighter?
Rub my feet like you always do, and rub them until I fall asleep.
Okay, I can do that.
What about you? What can I do to make your day lighter?
Well,
I always look forward to my end of the day foot rubs.
What you could do is after everything's done, you know, of course, I think what you could do is just put your arms around me and just don't let go.
Alright guys, well, Sean and I have pretty much worked through a lot of our deck. We've just been sitting here with y'all. Like we said, we had a blast. Did you have a good time?
I had a lot of fun.
We had a blast. So we hope that you guys have enjoyed coming in, like taking a peek into our intimate date night. Be sure you, like we said, let us know down below if you like this, so that we can kind of share more of it with you all. But for now, we're just gonna go ahead and wrap up, get ready for bed. We look forward to seeing you guys in the next video.
Alright, so the next time,
Alright.
this has been Sean and Sierra After Dark.
Sean and Sierra After Dark.
After Dark. Cheers.